but for a very important meeting.
Will Jethro be with him?
Probably. Come in and bring your book. I've decided to get rid of Kavanaugh. Give his seat on the board of directors to Jed Clampett. We'll buy him new clothes, a new car, he'll join the club. He'll meet and mingle with important people. The first thing you know, Mr. Clampett will be hooked on the good life and won't want to go back to those hills. Especially if he has to draw the money out of his own bank. Huh. Brilliant idea, right? Miss Hathaway, when I say right, question mark, you're supposed to say right, exclamation point. Miss Hathaway.
Yes, Chief.
What is that?
A wig. I got it for Jethro. Do you think he'll like it?
Of course not. It doesn't even look good on you.
Chief, always a joke.
Look, a bank is no place for frivolity. That's why I'm getting rid of Kavanaugh, our Playboy board member. So take that silly thing off before Mr. Clampett. How are you?
Howdy, howdy, ma'am.
Howdy, ma'am. Hello there.
Hey, why, it's Miss Jane. Well, I'll be doggone. What happened? Your hair's turned white. You been sick, Miss Jane?
Look, Mr. Clampett and I have business. Why don't you and Jethro wait in your office, Blondie?
Hello, Jethro.
Sit down, Mr. Clampett.
Thank you. Jethro, I have found that the intellectual approach has a limited appeal, romantically speaking, so I have decided to become a glamour girl. What do you think of the idea?
Well, I think it's swell.
Oh, thank you.
But when are you going to start?
Well, Mr. Clampett, how does that director's job sound?
It ain't important to know banking, huh?
Of course not. It's mostly a social position. And there'll be some great parties at the club. Several of our directors are widowers like yourself.
Is that a fact?
Oh, a little older, white hair, but you know the old saying, snow on the roof doesn't mean the fire's out in the furnace. How about it?
My dog is Mr. Drysdale. Could be this is just the thing I've been hoping would come along.
Wonderful.
Sounds made to order for Granny.
Well, then it's all set.
You know, she's been lonesome as a polecat in the parlor, and meeting and mingling with a couple of them white-haired widowers is just what she needs.
Well, but that's not what
See, back home, she had herself some gentlemen callers, and she misses that.
Yes. Well,
Excuse me, Chief. Your wife is on the phone. She says it's very important.
Oh, well, I'll be running along.
No, wait. Margaret, I'm very busy. Can I... Yes, dear, you tell me all about it.
Well, Mr. Drysdale, Jethro and me got to be getting home. You want me to speak to Granny about being a director?
No. That is, I mean, not yet. You see, we'll take it under consideration. We'll figure out something. Well, you will hear from me.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Really? And what did your mother say then?
Excuse me, Chief. Mr. Kavanaugh see you.
Clifton to you, my dear. May I have this dance?
All right. Break it up. This is a bank, not a nightclub. And you get back to your desk and take that mop off your head.
But, Chief, I want to find out if it's true blondes have more fun.
Ask one. Kavanaugh, it's antics like this that have cost you... What do you think you're doing?
Picking out a date for lunch. Want me to see if she's got a friend for you?
Certainly not. I'm a happily married man.
Ah, here she is. Where's the rest of the phone?
Yes, dear, I'm listening. Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
But you were thinking it. Now, that's the second seat you've lost this bank today.
What are you talking about?
You have also lost your seat on the board of directors. You're through.
Why?
Why? For conduct unbecoming an officer, that's why. They're calling you the Playboy banker. The Wolf of Wilshire Boulevard.
Really?
Stop grinning. Take stock of yourself, man. There you are, almost 65 years old. What kind of a life do you lead? Out with a different woman every night. Party, champagne, dancing till dawn. Aren't you ashamed?
At 65? Are you kidding?
Instead of running around with all those young girls, why don't you find some woman close to your own age and settle down? find real happiness and contentment as I have. Yes, dear, I'm listening. There are plenty of lonely... Granny.
What?
Listen, Clifton. What if I were to save your bank directorship for you?
Well, that would make me very happy,
No,
but...
all you have to do is to make a certain lady happy. She feels lonely and neglected. Now, she's not exactly young, and perhaps you wouldn't find her attractive.
No.
She's your wife. I wasn't thinking of my wife. Sit down. The woman I have in mind is J.D. Clampett's mother-in-law.
I've never met her.
Sweetest little woman in the world. Lovely, petite, lots of fun.
Granny, there's a city fella coming to call on you.
What's he selling?
He ain't selling nothing. He just heard about you from Mr. Drydale, and he wanted to meet you. Now, you run on upstairs and get yourself all prettied up.
For a city feller?
Granny, this one's something special. He's a bank director. Now, run on up and put on a nice dress, huh?
He don't like the way I look, he can look someplace else.
All right, Granny, you know best.
You better believe it. What you doing, Granny? I'm dusting. What does it look like I'm doing? Oh, it smells so good. That's lavender furniture polish.
Ma, you sure are gussing up for housework.
Well, I'm trying to set an example for the rest of this family. What if we was all of a sudden to have company?
Us? What kind of company?
Any kind. Supposing a bank director was to drop by.
A what?
Hey, Ellie, Uncle Jed says for us to get cleaned up. There's a bank director coming by.
See? What did I tell you? See who that is, will you, Jed? I'm busy.
Well, that's probably your gentleman caller, Mr. Cavanaugh.
Well, if it is, have him sit down. I'll get to him when I can.
How do you do? I'm Clifton Cavanaugh. I believe Mr. Clampett's expecting me. Come in, come in. I'm Jed Clampett. So you're J.D. Clampett, eh? Yes, sir. Pleased to meet you. Well, it's a rare treat to shake hands with you like this. Oh? That's the way I've always done it. Oh, I mean, you're quite a famous man with all those millions in the bank. Close to 50 now, isn't it? Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Cavanaugh, I ain't never seen him to count him. But I got a nephew, Jethro, and he's right good at ciphering. One of these days, I'm going to send him down to the bank, pile up all my money, and... Oh, I never forgot. You come to see Granny. No, I'm here to see your mother-in-law. Yeah, that's Granny. Granny! Get him a caller here to see you.
Another one?
Granny, this here is Mr. Clifton Cavanaugh, and he has been wanting to meet you.
Well, you ought to told me he was coming. I'd have got fixed up a little.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Well, I'm going to leave you two alone. There's a nice warm fire in the parlor.
So, you've been wanting to meet me, have you?
Yes. And now that I have, au revoir.
Hey, that's the wrong way. The parlor's in here.
I dare not trust myself alone with you, you enticing creature.
Going somewhere, Cavanaugh?
Yes, as a matter of fact,
He don't trust himself alone with me.
Neither do I. That's why I'm here.
There's a nice fire in the parlor, Mr. Cavanaugh.
Clifton to you, my dear. Well, that sounds perfectly wonderful, but it's getting late, you see, and I have to dress for dinner.
Where are you taking Granny for dinner?
Granny?
Any place you say, Clifton.
There's nothing I'd enjoy more than taking you to dinner. However, unfortunately, I already have a dinner date with my aunt. Dear, sweet, old Aunt Phyllis. She's been looking forward to it for a long time.
Then there's no problem. You can take along Mr. Clampett for your aunt.
That'll be just dandy.
A nice foursome.
Yes, it would be. My car, though, only holds 2 people.
Then take mine.
Very nice of you, Milburn, but I promised Aunt Phyllis a ride in an open car. The dear old girl loves to look at the stars and the bright lights.
Then we can take ours. It's as open as they come.
Well, then, it's all settled. I'll go speak to Mr. Clampett.
Oh, wait. Mr. Clampett might not like Aunt Phyllis.
I've seen some of these dear, sweet old aunts you take out for dinner. Mr. Clampett will adore Aunt Phyllis.
How do we look, young'un?
Dog, you two are sure gonna cut a deep rut tonight.
Be staying out real late?
I don't hardly think so, Ellie. Judging from Mr. Cavanaugh, his aunt must be well along in years. As far as that's concerned, he looks like he's waded as deep as water, too.
I don't know, Jed. He still might have a little snap left in his garters.
Where are you going, Granny?
I'm going to put a little vanilla extract behind my ears. If he's still got it, I aim to get it.
Well, Granny sure is happy, ain't she, Paul?
For a fact, Ellie, ever since she met that fella, she's been grinning like a butcher's dog.
I bet you that's your date.
Well, Jethro, you get Granny. Oh, howdy. Come in, come in.
Thank you. Aunt Phyllis, this is J.D. Clampett.
How do you do?
Pleased to meet you. My doggy, you are the youngest looking aunt I ever did see.
Not as young as that Granny.
Oh, this here is my daughter, Ellie Mae.
Howdy. Howdy.
Yonder's Granny.
Howdy, Cliffy. Are you ready to kick up your heels?
You bet I am.
Where's your aunt?
Right here, Aunt Phyllis. This here's Granny.
Your aunt?
Right. Rather well preserved, isn't she?
She sure is. Nice looking jar, too. There's Jethro. I told him to fetch the truck around first.
Truck? Good night, Ellie. Get to bed early, will you?
I will, Paul. Have fun now. Night.
We'll try.
Are you serious about taking that old wreck nightclubbing?
Yes, I am. And that's no way to talk about your own nephew.
Aunt Phyllis?
Clifton, must you honk that horn?
In view of the fact that we have practically no brakes or lights, I think it advisable.
I reckon you must be enjoying this, Aunt Phyllis.
Me?
Your nephew told us how fond you are riding in the open. That's why we brung the truck.
I don't know how I'm going to repay him for tonight.
Oh, just forget about that. Treats on us fellers.
Can't we go someplace and eat quickly?
I'm all for that, Phyllis. I'm hungrier than a woodpecker with a sore beak.
Let's go someplace where there's music. Granny's fond of dancing.
So is Jed. You got a treat coming to you, honey. When old Jed gets to stomping, he plumb knocks the hay out of the loft.
You fond of dancing, Aunt Phyllis?
Well, Aunt Phyllis just loves to dance.
You got a stitch, Cliffy?
I'll be all right.
Can't we go someplace and eat?
All right, honey. Aunt Phyllis. Any preferences?
How about a dark drive-in?
That's all right as long as you got dancing.
Leave it to me. I know every spot in town.
Well, get to one in a hurry. Some people like to be in bed by 8 o'clock.
Are you sure you want this table in the corner?
Yes.
Well, this early I can seat you next to the dance floor if you prefer.
This is the table we want.
As you wish, madam.
There ain't much business. Are you sure the food's good in here?
Yes, madam, yes.
I don't see no truck drivers. That's always a good sign when the truck drivers eat at a place.
Granny, I reckon it's a mite late for truck drivers to be eating.
It's getting a bit late for me, too. Can we order, please?
Cocktails before dinner?
What do you say we have champagne?
All right with me, I ain't choicey.
Phyllis?
Anything.
Fine with me. Richelieu 59. Extra dry?
I am.
Extra dry. Thank you, sir.
There's a dance floor. What do you say we work up a little appetite before supper?
Well, there's no music yet.
Oh, that don't need to stop us. I brought along Jed's harmonica.
Please.
Oh, you play the harmonica.
That's just dandy. You and Jed can take turns. And while you're dancing, I'll play the water glasses. Lippy, what do you do?
Well, I have a feeling that tonight I'm going to do a lot of drinking.
What's the matter with you, Cliffy? Don't you know how to dance?
Well, not the kind you're doing. I believe this is supposed to be a bossa nova.
Oh, no, this is a Blue Ridge barn burner.
I'm afraid I don't know it.
Hey, Jed, come on up here and show this city dude how to do the Blue Ridge barn burner.
Just a minute, Granny. Feel like dancing yet? And fellas don't feel like dancing yet. I reckon she's having mighty too much to drink. Yeah, that's it, all right. Anything I can do to help you, Aunt Phyllis?
I don't suppose you carry a revolver.
You all right, Phyllis?
I may never be all right again.
It beats me how anybody can get juiced on that soda pop. Ain't got no wallop at all.
I've tasted well water that had more. Hey, a little dancing might make you feel better, Aunt Phyllis.
No, thank you.
Anything you like?
Yes, I'd like a few moments alone with my nephew.
Well, come on, Granny. Let's show him how to do the Sibley Sidebuster.
Now, Phyllis, I know what you're going to say, and you should be ashamed
For what?
for using such language. I'm crazy about you.
Crazy, period. How can that old goat be so important to your bank?
Honey, that old goat has almost $50 million in our bank. He's our largest depositor. You see, they struck oil in his place back in those hills, and those millions just keep rolling in. So you see, Phyllis, he's really the backbone of...
May I cut in?
You feeling better, Auntie?
Oh, I feel great.
Go to it.
You know the Sibley Sidebuster, do you?
Oh, no, but I'll learn. And I'm going to show you a few things along the way.
Dog, if that ain't got the Sibley Sidebuster back right off the floor.
Where are we?
Home.
3 o'clock in the morning. Well, Mr. Clampett, we certainly painted the town. Where are Phyllis and Mr. Clampett?
We left them off at the Watusi Go-Go.
I
I better get on over there.
Oh, they someplace else by now. They was gonna dance their way right down the Sunset Strip.
Could I have a cup of coffee?
Sure, come on in. Maybe you'd rather have a glass of warm milk.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Party pooper. Was you two out all night? Oh, not me. I come home at a decent hour. But your pa was like a colt in a clover patch, kicking up his heels all over that dance floor, cavorting from one nightclub to another.
Sounds like Pa had a good time.
Oh, he was cutting tall timber last night, but he'll have stumps to pull this morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jed. How you feeling?
Just dandy.
Well, Granny said she bet you'd be stove up like a rusty pump.
Not me. I'm fine as frogs here.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you, boy. Why didn't you go see if Granny needs you?
Oh, yes, sir. Hey, did you and Miss Phyllis do any of them new dances last night? Like the Watusi, the Frug, the Jerk, or the Monkey?
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Well, come on, show me. Come on. Hey, Granny was right. Hey, you are stove up. Why, you are as stiff as a bull. Hey, I'll go tell her.
No. What do you want to tell her for?
Well, so she can take care of you. She'll rub in some of her liniment.
The only thing she'll rub in will be some of our told you so's, and like dog farm will give her that satisfaction.
Well, the Hollywood Playboy is up. The dancing darling of the nightclub crowd, Mr. Twinkletoe.
Twinkletoe?
That's what his lady friend called him. You should have seen the two of them cutting didos on the dance floor last night.
They stopped up a storm, huh, Granny?
They were bouncing around like a couple of chickens in high rye.
How about some victuals?
Oh? Ain't you gonna be dining out with your lady love?
She your lady love, Uncle Jed?
No, she ain't. She probably forgot all about me by now.
The way you was showing off, you'll never get out of her clutches.
She got you in her clutches, Uncle Jed?
Of course not. I just took the woman dancing one night. That don't hardly put me in her clutches.
She's got her painted fingernails in you like a fistful of fish hooks.
Oh, I'll get it. I know how it hurts you to walk, Uncle Jed. He sure is stove up, Granny.
Thank you, boy.
Howdy.
Good morning, Twinkle Toes.
No, ma'am. This ain't Twinkle Toes. Just a minute. It's your lady love, Uncle Jed.
Thanks again, boy.
You're welcome. Boy, she purrs like a cat full of cream.
Put some gas in the truck.
Truck don't need gas.
We'll drive around till it does. Morning, Miss Phyllis.
Good morning, Twinkle Toes. Oh, I had such a wonderful time last night. You're such fun.
Well, thank you, ma'am. You're a heap of fun yourself.
Sure is a pretty day, ain't it?
It's a beautiful day. What do you say we go out to the racetrack?
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't feel too much like doing any fast running this morning.
Really, the cutest things. Now, we'll watch the horses run.
Oh, the horse races. Well, is there a county fair on?
Well, sort of. How about it? Can I drop by and pick you up?
Well, thank you very much, Miss Phyllis, but I kind of thought I'd just sort of take it easy today.
That's right. Now, you get into bed with a hot water bottle, and I'll fetch some liniment for your poor, tired, aching bones. Next time, maybe you'll listen to me and act your age.
Miss Phyllis, I'd be a right pleasure to go to the horse races with you today.
Wonderful. I'll be there in 45 minutes. Bye.
Come on down, Sugar Daddy! That city siren is here. She's painting her face and getting ready to lead you along the primrose path. Come on, see if you can hobble down the stairs.
I'm down, Granny.
How do you get here?
Come the back way.
See? She's already turned you into a sneak. Oh, wait. Hey, Paul, where are you going all dressed up? Never mind, Ellie. It ain't for young, innocent ears. But remember him the way he looks now. The next time you see him, he'll be dressed like a city sport. He'll be wearing pointy yellow shoes with smashed bell-bottom pants and a flashy blazer, carrying a gold-top cane and chewing sand.
Oh, howdy, Miss Phyllis.
Hello, Mr. Clampett. Isn't it a perfect day for the races?
Yeah, it sure is. Well, say, Miss Phyllis, before we get to them races, could we stop and get me some sporty city clothes?
That's a wonderful idea.
Well, good. I'd like some of them pointy yellow shoes and some spats and some bell-bottom pants and one of them flashy blazers.
Well, if we can't find those, I have some other suggestions. Hop in.
Yes, ma'am. Got a little in it.
Oh, there's plenty of room once you get in.
Yeah, well,
Well, sit down.
yes, ma'am, I'll do that. I made it.
And furthermore, Senator, I would like to remind you of your campaign promise, in which you said, by thunder, that's Jed Clampett.
The senator said that.
Come here quickly. Isn't that Mr. Clampett?
Why, yes, it is. All dressed up and with an attractive woman. Why, it's a miracle.
Miracle, nothing. I planned the whole thing.
You, Chief?
Yes, me. I got tired of waiting for you to get results, so I took matters into my own hands. I cleverly reasoned that if Mr. Clampett were to meet the right woman, it would create in him a desire to improve himself. So, I carefully selected the right woman and got them together.
Who is she?
Oh, Phyllis, somebody or other. It's not important. But it just proves what I've always said. If you want something done right, you do it yourself.
In all fairness, Chief, I have often suggested this very plan.
Oh, baloney, this is my plan.
Well, howdy, Mr. Drysdale, Miss Jane.
By George, Mr. Clampett, you look wonderful. And you too, Miss,
Butterfield.
Oh, yes, of course, I should know that. I'm responsible for you two having a date last night.
Well, I want to thank you for that.
Oh, me too, Mr. Drysdale.
Milburn. My pleasure, dear lady. Did you have a good time?
Oh, yes, we went night clubbing and we danced till dawn.
Did you hear that, Miss Hathaway? They danced till dawn.
We're going to have some more fun this afternoon.
Wonderful.
Yes, I'm taking Mr. Clampett to the racetrack.
Oh, marvelous. Did you hear that, Miss Hathaway? They're going to the racetrack.
And we'd like a nice big sack full of money to take along.
Did you hear that, Miss Hathaway? They're like a nice big... What did you say?
Sack full of money.
Make it big bills, please. They're easier to carry.
They'd like a sack full of big...
I heard it. All right, let's go down to the cashier and get it.
Oh, thank you.
You and your stupid plan.
All right, Debbie, you in charge. You stay there. Now you got to drive. Herman, you stay there. Okay.
What are you doing with all them varmints in the truck?
Well, Granny, as long as we was going out to the fairgrounds, I figured my critters might win some blow ribbons.
We is going to the fairgrounds to find your paw and to fetch him back home before it's too late. We ain't got no time for livestock.
Yes, Granny.
Granny, we need your help.
I ain't got time for you, Mr. Drysdale. Jed is mixed up with a high-stepping city woman.
Oh, no, it's worse than that. We've been doing some investigating. He's mixed up with a notorious gold digger.
A scheming adventuress.
A money-hungry chorus girl.
3 more. He's gone hog wild. Hurry, young'uns. We got to get to the fairgrounds and save Jed. He's done started himself a harem.
There's only one woman, but she's more than a match for Mr. Clampett.
And they're not at the fairgrounds. They have gone to the racetrack.
With a whole sack full of my money. I mean Mr. Clampett's money.
From what we found out about Phyllis, it will not last long.
Yeah, she loves to bet on the horses.
You mean she's a gambling woman?
That is putting it mildly.
She'll go through my money, I mean Mr. Clampett's money, like a hot knife through butter.
Let's go!
We'll take my car.
Yeah.
Hold on, young'uns. You ain't going no place where there's horse betting and chorus girls.
Well, I like horses.
And I like chorus girls.
You stay here and keep a light burning in the window. If we don't find Jed, he'll come dragging home tonight, flat busted, without a friend to his name. Like all gamblers and playboys.
Front, Cassiel and Wanda T. It's Cassiel in front. KG is second. Tammy G is third. Roche is red. And Wanda T. They're coming down to the left edge, and Cassiel wins it. Tammy G is third.
What?
You picked the winner?
Well, ain't that what you're supposed to do?
I told you not to bet on that beetle.
But, Marge, every tip sheet had him to win in a walk.
They were half right. He walked, but he didn't win.
So sue me.
You and your tip sheets. He's had 3 winners in a row, and he hasn't even got a program. I'll be right back.
Hey, mister, how do you do it?
Oh, well, that ain't what it looks like. She's just happy because I told her which horse is going to win.
That's what I mean. How do you pick those winners?
Well, it's easy. I just pick out the horse that looks like he can outrun others.
I knew he wouldn't tell me anything. He's probably got friends.
I wish I was one of them. Hey, mister, how much have you won?
Well, nothing, ma'am.
Nothing. You've had the winner every race.
Yes, ma'am, but I don't bet.
Why not?
Well, don't need the money, and knowing who's going to win kind of takes the fun out of it.
You're right. We're not going to get a straight answer out of him.
Don't worry about it, Marge. I got a sure thing in the 4th.
Chief, there just are no parking places. There must be over 50,000 people here.
Oh, that's all right. This is close to Kavanaugh's box. That's where they're sitting.
Is all these folks here to bet on the horse races?
That's about the size of it, Granny. Now, look, we'll wait here. It's probably better if you tackle Mr. Clampett alone.
You're right. He might resent our interfering in a matter so personal.
Here's the location of Kavanaugh's box. Just show it to any usher.
Good luck, Granny.
Don't worry. I'll give that gambling woman what for. And it won't hurt the rest of them folks to hear what I got to say, neither.
Will you be able to find us in all these cars?
When I get done talking on the evils of gambling, there won't be all of these cars. I might just empty that place out.
There they go. Sugar Dandy is going to the front. Blue Jeans is second. Molly Fair is third. Dixie Cup, Fan Dancer, and Busy Bee. Passing the stand the first time, Sugar Dandy in front. 3/4 of a length. Molly Fair is second, a half length. Paul's Molly is third by a hit. Blue Jeans is fourth and eighth.
Sit down, Fred.
I told you how I should have taken this race. Look at Sugar Dandy. They'll never catch him.
In front. By a length and 1/2. Paul's Molly is second. A half length. Molly Fair is third by a hit.
What do you think of Sugar Dandy?
Fine horse, ma'am. Right fast runner. I might narrow on the chest to keep it up for a mile. Busy Bee's gonna win.
Fred.
What?
Busy Bee's gonna win.
Are you out of your mind? He's 40 to 1.
Back. Here comes Busy Bee on the outside. Miss Sugar Dandy in front. Busy Bee is there. Busy Bee is now second. And Busy Bee moving to the front and pulling away. It's Busy Bee in front. Right feeling Sugar Dandy. Paul's Molly.
Had enough, Fred?
I'll get even on this next race.
You got another sure winner, have you?
Don't bug me, Marge. Just give me some money.
What for? You want to buy some more tip sheets?
You're bugging me, Marge.
Do you want to go home or fight here?
You're getting me mad, Marge.
Let's face it, you can't pick a winner.
I should have known that on my wedding day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Why couldn't I have married somebody like him?
because you don't look like her.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe we ought to get out of here before we cause any more trouble.
You don't want to go home this early, do you?
We don't have to go home. We could do some more shopping. For you this time.
Let's go.
Right down here, madam.
Well, here you are.
Where's Jed and that chorus girl?
Well, I don't know, madam. Perhaps they stepped out for refreshments. Why don't you sit down here and wait?
Marge, I've got it. A real sleeper. Give me some money.
Not a penny.
Ah, Marge.
This is grocery money.
All right, so give me some grocery money.
Not a chance. Now, you coming with me?
Marge, have a heart. Just a few dollars of grocery money. Please.
Drop dead.
Marge, don't do this to me. Please, I beg you. Marge! Margie!
Sonny, wouldn't she give you no grocery money?
Not a cent. And $5 could get me well.
Are you sick?
I've been sick since the first race.
Wait. That's no time to do without victuals. Here.
Bless you. I'll split everything I get with you.
Oh, I'm not hungry. You don't have to.
There they go. It's Hazy Mountain in front. Lake Louise is second. Martinique is third. And Lisa. It's Hazy Mountain. Pumpkinhead and Lisa. It's Hazy Mountain in front. Hazy Mountain is second.
Here it is. It's half yours.
Where'd you get that?
I bet you $5 to win on a long shot.
You mean you gambled my money on a horse race?
That's right. And I finally picked the winner.
Well, don't stand there. Sit down and pick another one.
Do you think she could have gotten lost, Chief?
No, she probably had a little set-to with Phyllis.
But it shouldn't take this long. It's time for the 7th race.
Well, maybe she's lecturing those 50,000 people on the evils of gambling.
Oh, Chief, who would listen?
49,000 losers.
Second, Molly Fair is third.
Give me your tickets. I'll cash us in.
That can wait. Let's handicap the last race.
What do you think of Thelma's girl?
What did she do her last time out?
Placed.
Yeah, but that was a muddy track. I like Rosie Dawn. She had a fast workout this morning. She's carrying light weight, and the shoe is up. I think she's due.
Hey, Uncle Jed, I bet you didn't know I was such a good dancer.
No, I sure didn't, Jethro. Your granny home yet?
No, sir.
My, you look handsome. Oh, where shall we go for dinner tonight?
Well, let's not go anyplace just yet. It's still early. Why don't you and Jethro dance some more?
Hot dog. Come on, show me some more of them steps.
Paul, come here. I want to talk to you. Paul, if you don't leave before Granny gets home, you're going to catch the Dickens.
I know, Ellie.
Well, she says Miss Phyllis is a gold-digging chorus girl just after you for your money.
Well, I know that, too.
Well, why don't you go?
Ellie, I have invested a whole day and a heap of money just so Granny can have the pleasure of being right. I can't spoil it now. Why, she's going to have more fun than...
Hey, Granny, you finally got home.
Granny?
Excuse me, Ellie. Here comes Granny's big moment. Evening, Granny. Miss Phyllis and me is going out to supper and then dancing. Mrs. Drydale, did anything happen to Granny?
I'll say. She had the winners of the 5th, 6th, and 7th races.
Yeah?
Blew it all on the 8th.
Running sweat drips like tears. Each step forward outstripping my fears. Skyscrapers looming, they've been there for years. But today's the day I disappear. Breaking the chains with every stride. Feel the rhythm of hope deep inside. No looking back, tide's about to turn. I'm racing for a life, red passion burns. Yo, it's a dash or race out of this maze. Feet on the pavement, hearts ablaze. Got my mind on the exit, no time to phase. Escape the routine, these endless days. Chasing freedom like it's just a breath away. Dodging shadows in the alleyways. Life's a game and
Get hold of yourself. I got some bad news for you.
Well, what is it, boy?
I hope this ain't going to break your heart, but I just got to say it.
Well, come on, get it over with.
Uncle Jed, I decided I ain't going to be a brain surgeon.
I can bear up under that. After all, we still got Granny. Maybe one doctor in the family's enough.
I'm sure glad you're taking it so good.
What made you change your mind?
Seen another one of them double-knot spy movies. Uncle Jed, that is what I was meant to be. Old Naught 7 has got the world by the tail.
Oh, yeah, I remember you was all fired up over him a while back. He's one who does all that fighting and loving.
Does he ever? Hey, as long as you're working on shoes, would you mind hollering out the heel so I can put a little radio in there?
Radio in the heel of your shoe?
Yes, sir. That's where double-knot 7 carries his.
Seems like a mighty unhandy place to carry it. Why don't he just carry it in his pocket?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Secret, huh?
No, sir, I just ain't sure.
Here you are. You carry yours in your pocket.
Okay. Hey, but there's something I'm gonna need right away, and that's iron for my hat.
Iron for your hat?
Yes, sir. There was this fella in the movie that had an iron hat. He kept throwing it, double-knot 7. Trying to kill him.
Why didn't you just shoot him?
Can't tell you that neither. If anybody goes to skimming iron hats at me, he's going to get one skimmed right back at him.
Hey, watch where you're throwing your hat, Jethro.
You just be glad it wasn't iron.
You can swim with me?
Shucks, no. I'm going to be a double-knot spy. Only time they go swimming is underwater to blow up something.
That sounds like fun. I'll be a double-knot spy with you.
Too dangerous for girls. They'll just wind up getting painted gold.
Sounds like fun, too.
Forget it, Ellie. Girls can't be double knots.
Why not?
I don't know why not. Heck, fire, I ain't hardly one myself yet.
Well, I can do anything you can do.
You can't be a double knot.
I can too.
Can't neither.
Can't.
Now, Jethro, you let your cousin Ellie play double note spy with you.
Uncle Jed, being a double knot spy ain't play. Heck, fire, that rascal hauls off and saves whole countries.
What did you say?
Yes, sir. But this time it was ours. The bad guys was after Fort Knox. And if old Not 7 hadn't taken a hand, the next time Uncle Sam needed gold, he'd have been milking a dry cow.
Ellie, if you're done with your swimming, you can get busy with your chores.
Ain't been yet, Granny.
Oh, so you finally got back with my beans and my fatback, did you?
Doggone it, Granny, I plumb forgot. You give me some more money, I'll fetch it right now.
Where's the money I gave you before?
Well, on my way down to the store, there was this double knot spy picture playing at the movie theater. So I went in.
You mean to say that you spent my victuals money on a movie?
Well, spent some of the money on victuals. 4 boxes of popcorn, half a dozen candy bars, and a couple of giant orange drinks.
Are you gonna hickory switch him or am I?
Well, ain't nobody gonna hickory switch me.
What did you say?
Double knot spies don't get switched. They get pretty near cut in two by death rays, handcuffed to atom bombs, have iron hats thrown at them. They wouldn't hold still for switching. No.
Well, how about paddling?
Granny, I reckon Jethro is a mite wrought up. The boy's had a big day. He thinks he's come upon his life's calling.
Life's calling.
Well, yes, ma'am, Granny. I'm gonna be a double knot spy.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Double Knot Spy.
Well, thank you.
Now, you just cut mud down to that store and spy me up a sack of beans and a slab of fatback. And you do it in a double knot hurry.
Oh. Come in, Mr. Cushing. Mr. Drysdale's expecting you.
Thank you, Miss Hathaway.
Mr. Cushing is here, Chief.
Hello, Milburn. Hello, John. Good to see you. Milburn, may I present Miss Slocum? Oh, how do you do?
How do you do?
This young lady will represent my bank in the annual competition for Queen of the Bankers Ball. Really? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Our two banks usually fight it out in the finals. Oh, yes, it's a rivalry of long standing. Miss Slocum, why don't you just wait in the outer office, huh?
Of course.
Our usual wager, Milburn? What do you say we double it this year? Ah, you're a hard man. Oh, what are you talking about? You've won the last 2 years. Well, all right. It's a bet. Now tell me, who is your contestant going to be? Does it matter? I guess not. So long, Milburn. Oh, Miss Slocum, why don't you just come in and say goodbye to Mr. Drysdale? You see, you won't meet her again before the contest. Yeah, that's right. And I want to wish you all the luck enough.
What's going on here?
This is how Miss Slocum will appear at the beauty contest tomorrow. By the way, dear, what are those measurements again?
36, 23, 36.
Thanks. Close your mouth, Milburn. Where'd you find her, the folie bergère? Milburn, you know the rules. She works in my bank. In a pig's eye? No, in new accounts.
You won't get away with this, Cushing.
Now, Milburn, you've always been such a good loser. You're not going to change now.
Howdy, Miss Jane.
Oh, Jethro, hello.
Hey, do you reckon Mr. Drysdale might be needing a double knot spy?
What?
I mean, like, is anybody fixing to rob his bank or something?
You tricked me, Cushing.
I'm afraid our host is losing his charm and affability. Come along, 36, 23, 36.
Did you hear that? Mr. Drysdale, are they a couple of secret agents?
A couple of crooks is what they are.
Gee,
Well, I bet if you followed them, you'd find that she doesn't work in his bank at all.
hot dog, that sounds like a job for a double knot.
Number one.
A double knot spy. I'll shadow him. Hey, wait for me! I'm gonna shadow you!
Chief, do you think it was wise to give Jethro that assignment?
What assignment?
Spying on Miss Slocum.
Oh, he's not spying. He's just going to find out if she really works in new accounts at the Merchant's Bank. He can do that by just walking by and looking in the front window.
But Jethro won't stop at that. He's just seen a James Bond movie and he fancies himself another 007.
Now, look, we've got bigger worries. Just in case that girl isn't a phony, we've got to come up with a beauty contestant who can beat her.
Any ideas?
No. How about you?
Well, I'll do my best. Perhaps my glamour wig and a bikini.
Start screening every female employee under the age of 30. Make that 35.
Yeah, you finally got back home with my beans and my fat back, did you?
Doggone it, Granny, I forgot again.
You what?
Well, gee whiz, Granny. It's just because I've been so busy trying to find my double knot supplies. I've been all over town. I can't find one single spy store.
Well, there's plenty of little stores. Now you get to one.
But, Granny, I gotta get my spy supplies. I've been to 3 places just trying to buy something simple like iron for my hat. They looked at me like I was some kind of a nut.
Instead of iron for your hat, you should have got some for the seat of your pants.
Huh?
Bend over, double knot.
Granny, like I told you, the boys are mite wrought up today.
Well, I'm a mite wrought up today. Now, you come home once more without my beans and my fat back, and you'll be doing your spying standing up.
Thanks to all George you give me, Granny.
Well, I'm going to give you one more. Go with your cousin Jethro and see that he fetches my victuals back home.
Yes, ma'am. Come on, Jethro, let's go.
You can't go with me, Ellie. I got spying to do.
Well, I can spy just as good as you.
You can't neither.
Can, too.
Can.
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 Now, Jethro, you let Ellie go with you, like Granny said.
Gee whiz, Uncle Jed, I can't get no first-class spying done with her along. Old Double Knot 7 ain't got no girl cousin tagging after him.
Double Knot 7 ain't got your Granny. Now, run along.
I'm never gonna get my 3rd number. I ain't got no spy car. I ain't got no iron hat. I ain't got no radio for my heel. All I got is a dad-blasted girl cousin.
All right, girls, now turn. Would you like to see them in bathing suits, Chief?
Are you kidding? Get them out of here.
All right, girls, now back to your desks. Thank you, one and all. Mr. Drysdale appreciates your loyalty and cooperation. Don't call us, we will call you. Out the way here. She is wonderful. Send her in. Janet Trigo is here.
Oh, great. Now we've got a chance. What happened to you?
Skiing accident.
Oh, you poor dear. Well, Chief, there goes the contest.
Nonsense. I don't give up so easily. We'll win yet. Get me something to knock off this cast.
Chief!
Well, she can put out another one as soon as the contest is over. It means a raise for you.
You can't be serious.
Young bones mend quickly. This contest isn't until tomorrow.
But I just broke my leg yesterday.
See? She got 2 whole days. Now, you take the afternoon off, go home, and let those bones knit.
The doctor said 3 weeks.
Come along, dear.
That's the trouble, you women today. Soft. Soft. You need a doctor for every little thing. What if pioneer women had been like that, we wouldn't have any country. They fought Indians with broken legs.
Hope you get well soon, ma'am. Mr. Drysdale?
Oh, hello, Jethro.
I got a couple of favors to ask you. First off, can I have an advance on my spying pay? And second, can I leave my cousin Ellie here for a spell? I can't get no double knotting done with her along.
I'm just as much a double knot as you, Jethro.
You ain't neither. Girls can't be double knots.
Can too.
Can't.
Can.
Please, Mr. Drysdale, keep her here.
Ellie, I do need your help. You can take Miss Trigo's place and win... do her job.
Well, is it important secret stuff like Jethro's doing?
Oh, it's very important and very secret.
Well, then I'll stay.
Hot dog. Now can I have my advance?
You want?
Money. To fix up my spy car and stuff.
Oh, yeah, good.
Thank you. Look out, Miss Dane. I'm on my fighting, loving, hat-skimming, bank-saving way.
Shouldn't we stop, Jethro?
Never mind him. Now, I want you to get a bathing suit for our beautiful new employee here.
Why, Ellie Mae?
That's right. She's going to fill in for the injured Miss Trigo.
Chief, you are just thinking of that beauty contest tomorrow.
I am thinking of that poor pain-racked girl. Do you expect her to sit at her desk with a broken leg? Have you no pity, no compassion?
Just a moment.
No arguments. Miss Trigo has been through a terrible ordeal. She faces weeks of suffering while those shattered bones knit. She must have time to convalesce.
All right, Chief.
Tell her she's got tomorrow off.
Say this strange young man has been spying on you?
Yes. You know my desk and new accounts is near the front window.
Yeah.
Well, I first noticed him when he drove up on a funny-looking old truck. He got off and limped to the window and peered at me.
He limps?
Like this. And he wears a black hat pulled low over his eyes. He stared at me through the window, like this. There he is.
Thought you could give me the slip, huh? I shadowed you.
Just a moment, young man. Who are you?
Let's just say I'm double knot 10. Puts me a knot up on 07. Now then, miss. Doggone. There goes my secret radio again. Every time I step down on it, the blasted thing commences playing. Hey, now, hold on there, mister. Don't try nothing unless you want to get this iron hat skimmed at you. When I say iron, I mean iron. So watch yourself.
I remember this kid. He was in Drysdale's office at the Commerce Bank.
Yes, I recall seeing him as we left.
I bet Drysdale sent him over here to see if you were really working here.
What if he finds out I just started this morning?
Shh. He's coming around.
What happened? Did you shoot me with a tranquilizer gun? Or spray me with nerve gas or something?
It was an iron hat that knocked you out.
Doggone, you got in the first lick. That don't stop a smart double knot like me. Find a different place to hide my secret radio. Where's my hat?
Letter must have fallen. J.D. Clampett. That's Drysdale's star depositor. What is your connection with him?
Well, he's my uncle. Oh, no. If there's any secret blabbing to be done around here, she's gonna do it.
Me?
What makes you think so?
Well, hit fire. That's what always happens when a double knot spy tangles with a pretty girl. One kiss and she spills the beans. Watch this. J.D. Clampett is my uncle. He got pretty near $50 million in Mr. Drysdale's bank. My cousin Ellie Mae commenced working there today.
Well, that's very interesting.
What else can you tell us?
You keep kissing, I'll think of something. Uncle Jed, come see what I got. Be careful getting out of that ejector seat.
What ejector seat?
The one you're sitting on. Every spy car's got one of them.
What's all shouting, my boy?
Look what I got, Uncle Jed. Ain't she a beauty?
She is for a fact.
Yes, sir. That's what you call a first-class double-knot spy car.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the young lady here. Hi, ma'am. I'm Jed Clement.
Mabel Slocum.
You one of them double-knot spies?
No.
They number girl spies different. She's what you call a 36, 23, 36.
Actually, I'm in new accounts at the Merchants Bank. I'd like to talk to you about using our facilities as a repository for some of your enormous reserves.
Well, I'll be glad to talk to you about that, whatever it means.
Not now, 36. I got to show Uncle Jed some of my spy car stuff.
Well, why don't you step inside and make yourself comfortable, and I'll join you directly.
Thank you.
That's all. Well, boy, show me what you got.
Well, first off... This here's my smoke screen maker. This here's my oil slick spreader. Come look at this. Suppose they some rascals chasing me. They goes to shooting at me. Then I give them this.
Dangerous, ain't it, boy?
Spying's a dangerous business. That's how come it pays so good. Well, Mr. Drysdale, give me $20.
What's this contraption here?
Suppose they go to shooting at you from all directions. This here is my bulletproof shield. Watch this. How about that?
Dandy. But, how do you see to drive? Jethro? How do you see from in there?
That's one of the bugs I ain't worked out yet.
What's that handle there?
Oh, that there releases the ejector seat.
What's an ejector seat?
Well, suppose somebody's riding with you that you want to get shut up. You just yank on that rascal, next thing you know, he's 50 feet in the air.
Well, you finally got back home with my beans and my fatback, did you? Well, I hope you got plenty. I see you fetched company home for supper.
I'll go right now, Granny.
You mean you forgot again?
I've been so busy getting kissed and rigging all this special stuff on my spy car that I...
Where's Ellie Mae? Did you forget her, too?
I'll fetch her home with the beans and fatback.
I'm going with you this time. You can't be trusted.
Okay, Granny, but be careful.
Come on. I'll hang on to this handle.
My dog is boy.